Testing, testing. Ooh, fun. Cool.
not even doing anything, so don't clap for me. Welcome, everyone. My name is Chris Baumgartner. I teach music education here at the University of Oklahoma, also some administration in all my spare time. And in my less spare time, I get to hang out with these wonderful people and the wonderful people you'll see here shortly. I've been overseeing the New Horizons program since I arrived at OU 12 years ago, and now we're to the point where a lot of the students are doing even more of the work, which is fabulous because it's a great learning experience for them. This part of the evening is brand new, and they are prepared to tell you all about it, so I'm not going to steal their thunder, but I wanted to come out and welcome you and say hello. And so I'd like to introduce our junior music ed student who's kind of been facilitating this whole thing you're about to see, and she'll explain it all to you. So please welcome Mackenzie Cadell.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to welcome you to the OU Community Bands concert, Shared Resonance. My name is Mackenzie Cadell, and I'm a junior music education major here at the University of Oklahoma. Along with being an undergraduate staff member with New Horizons Band, I am founder and executive director of the NAFME-C Jazz Ensemble. The NAFME-C Jazz Ensemble is a group of undergraduate music education students who meet every week to practice teaching and performing jazz. Many of the members on stage behind me did not have access to jazz band before coming to OU due to playing a non-jazz instrument, such as myself, or their local school district did not have one available for them. Regardless, knowledge of jazz is important for all music educators to be well-rounded as they go into their careers. After 2 semesters, this ensemble has served nearly 50 future music educators and invited more than 20 students to the podium to teach the ensemble. Tonight, we will perform 4 tunes for you all to allow them a chance to perform jazz in a real performance hall with an audience and allow you all to see the community music happening at the collegiate level here at OU. Our first tune tonight will be Avenue Swing by Mike Collins Dowden, led by sophomore Tyler McMurtry and co-taught by junior Michael Deutscher. Thank you for giving us this amazing opportunity, and we hope you enjoy. Tyler. Before moving on to our next chart, I would like to celebrate the instrumentalists on stage tonight. As you can see in the program, we have a whopping 18 members performing on secondary instruments and a few superstars performing on more than one. This ensemble prides itself on being a space where music ed students can practice their non-major instruments. However, we also recognize the importance of inclusive jazz education that is open to all. In order to support all students, the NAFME Jazz Ensemble only purchases and performs music that is flex arranged, meaning any, and I mean any, instrument can participate. As you can see on stage, we have a clarinetist. Woo-woo! And in previous semesters, we have had flutists, French horns, and even a cello. I am so proud of current and past members who have played with us on non-jazz instruments and recognize the importance of jazz education in their professional development, regardless of their instrument's place in a standard big band. Next, we will be performing a fun Latin tune, Curacao Blue by Zachary Smith, led by senior Caden Chase and co-taught by sophomore Parker Pearson. as we transition to the next tune, the NAFME Jazz Ensemble has many people to thank for making tonight possible. First of all, thank you to the OU School of Music Administration, specifically Director of School of Music, Dr. Nickel, and Associate Director, Dr. Baumgartner, for your assistance in getting this program started and for providing consistent administrative support. We would also like to thank the OU Band faculty and staff for allowing us to use their rehearsal space and equipment, and for continuous support and assistance. We also need to give a special shout out to OU Band's percussion coordinator, Dr. Doran, for his collaboration regarding our percussion equipment tonight. Thank you, Dr. Gerber, our NAFMEC faculty sponsor. We also need to give a huge thank you to New Horizons for graciously allowing us to open their concert tonight. Lastly, we need to give a very special shout out to our 7 guest clinicians this semester who gave their time to present various jazz pedagogy topics to this group. Huge thank you to public school jazz educators, Miss Anna Fitzgerald, Mr. Cody Sirk, Mr. Leon Williams, and Mr. Matt Chandler. We also need to thank 3 of our own, Preston Smith with the OU Percussion Studio, along with jazz professors Dr. Easter and Professor Wilkinson. These 7 individuals gave us such incredible insight into jazz education at all levels. Myself and the ensemble are so grateful for the community of educators that consistently support pre-service teachers. If any of these many supporters are in the audience with us tonight, please stand so we can recognize you. Our next tune of the evening is a favorite of novice jazz musicians from across the country. I introduce you to pre-service teacher, junior music ed student Adam Hutcherson, as he leads You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, co-taught with sophomore Ben Elliott. That's a fun one, isn't it? Before we perform our last tune of the evening, the NAFME Jazz Ensemble would like to turn your attention to the back of the program insert for our portion of the concert. At the bottom, there is a QR code that when scanned by a cell phone will bring you to a Give Butter fundraising page for this ensemble. You may also text the number 53555, Yay Jazz, to receive a direct link as well. I know I like that too. If you would like to make a cash contribution, there is a donation box in the entrance lobby to Sharp Hall. Running an ensemble like this is not cheap, as we pay for all music, extra instruments, and other resources completely through fundraisers and donations. If you feel compelled, the NAFME Jazz Ensemble would appreciate any contribution to our organization so we can continue to support pre-service music educators at the highest level. As of the beginning of this concert, we have already raised $1,375, which is, yeah, which is 91% of our milestone goal of 1,500 that we set at the beginning of the semester. Thank you to those in the audience tonight and joining us via live stream who have already contributed. We appreciate your support so much. Regardless of monetary donation, we want to thank every single one of you for providing us this crucial performance opportunity and for supporting community music making tonight. Following our last tune of the evening, led by myself and sophomore Emma Martin, we will make a quick transition to the New Horizons Band portion of the concert. Thanks again, and without further ado, my personal favorite tune, Big Band Holiday.
All right, no real intermission here. We're going to do a quick change because just move a couple things. So hang out, talk to your neighbor, check the score of your favorite game. I know OU basketball is way up right now. They're playing, I don't know who. Somebody that's not very competitive, apparently. I do want to mention, and I didn't hear everything that Mackenzie had to say, and I didn't proof her script, so I hope she didn't say anything bad to you. But to give that ensemble and those pre-service teachers an opportunity to perform and put their hard work out there for you was really important, that we had this kind of culminating event, just like we do with every other music ensemble and event. And so we thought, what a great setting to feature them on a concert where we have other musicians, some playing secondary instruments or coming back to them after a few years off. So it was just a great addition to our program tonight. I do want to mention that in our next group here with the New Horizons Jazz Band, you'll see a number of student conductors as well, as you will with the concert band. We have a staff of 5 undergraduates each semester that help with the New Horizons program, and when they're aging out, I let them conduct with the concert band, and then more of them keep wanting to do stuff with the jazz band too. So we have like a different conductor on every piece tonight, and it is by design, again, to give everyone opportunity to do the thing that they're going to do. We can talk about teaching all day, but we have to practice it. It is a behavior, it is a learned skill, and so the more opportunities they get to do that, the better. And not just conducting, but our staff get to play secondary instruments too. So you'll see a couple younger adults up here on stage, and they're playing instruments that aren't their regulars. But it's nice that they get to kind of fill in the holes when we need them, and get some time on something they maybe not as comfortable with. So I will let Candace talk to you about the jazz band and what's upcoming on their part of the program. But every year we have a different jazz band conductor. We've had graduate students in the past. And Candace is a euphonium player, which isn't a traditional jazz instrument, but she grew increasingly interested in jazz pedagogy and learning about improvisation and teaching all of this, knowing she was going to walk into a classroom someday and have to do it, and started working with our combo last year, I think, jazz people. And we needed a jazz band director this year, and I trust her immensely. And so I said, why don't you just run the jazz band too? And so Candace has been doing a wonderful job with our jazz band. She'll go student teach in the spring. We'll be sad to lose her, but they've done a great job. They had a couple runouts last week with some members of this group to some community performances, and just having a good time, learning music, and again, lots of opportunity. So would you please a warm welcome for Candace Neal and the New Horizons Jazz Band.
Hello. Hi, I'm not going to talk much because I actually don't conduct this first chart, but I just wanted to say that I have had so much fun teaching these guys. It has been the highlight of my college career here. They make me confident that I actually do like teaching music, so that's a good sign. You guys already know Mackenzie Cadell. She's going to conduct this first chart called Big Swing Face. A lot of these charts are songs that I stole from my old high school, so this is a good one. This is a good one from Southmore High School. Thank you, Southmore. All right. Hope you guys enjoy Big Swing Face. from Patrick Cody on the tenor sax and Kristen Schulte on the trumpet. How about another hand for them? These guys are so cool. They're like doctors and save lives and stuff, but they also shred on the tenor sax and trumpet. It's pretty sick. All right, the next tune is Caribbean Dance, or Caribbean Dance for you nerds. So I really like this chart. I played it a lot in high school, and so I brought it over here. And I'm going to invite a new guest conductor, Isaiah Crawford. He is also a music education senior. So let's welcome Isaiah Crawford to the stand. Mix it up. We're going to play a familiar chart for a lot of you, I'm sure. It's called Rock Around the Clock. We don't have a lot of dancing room around here, but you can make do. Yeah. Oh, we have another guest conductor. His name is Dylan Sneed. He's been killing it on trombone this whole time. Okay, here he is. Let's hear it one more time for David Horn on the trumpet and Patrick Cody on the saxophone. All right, this next chart I am super excited about because we have a special guest, and I'm going to read a little bio about her. Nicole Van Every graduated with her doctorate in voice from the University of Oklahoma, Boomer Sooner. She has performed as a concert soloist throughout the US and Europe, most recently in Austria, Poland, Greece, and with US orchestras like the OKC Philharmonic, the Fort Smith Symphony, the Richardson Symphony, and a symphony whose name I cannot not pronounce, which means they're probably good. So, she is awesome, and a lot of you guys are probably like, why is she here? How did you get in contact with her? One of our members ran into her at a Sam's Club. So we take those, yeah. All right, please help me welcoming Nicole Van Every to the stage.
Why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take these lips, I want to lose them. Take these arms, I never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me?
How about one more time for Nicole Van Every? She's so good. Okay, so the last chart we have is called Libertango, which is one of my personal favorite songs. It's a completely different feel, but I think you guys will love it. So thank you guys for coming. Oh, by the way, after this, we're gonna transition to the concert band, so stick around, okay? Don't go anywhere. Hope you guys enjoy Libertango. All right, don't go anywhere. Sit tight. We'll see you in like 5 minutes.
Well, your ears were treated to two pretty awesome jazz bands. How about a round of applause again for our students and for our grown-ups, our bigger grown-ups. So the concert band portion, again, like I said, is going to feature lots of different conductors, and we'll do some smooth changing in between. But I want to first introduce our two graduate students that take care of pretty much all the daily grind of the New Horizons program this year. And they're not only organizing rehearsal schedules and, helping choose music and doing all of the things you don't see going on up here, they're also mentoring our undergrad students and working with them on their teaching and their conducting. And so they get to play band director, but also play music teacher educator and practice what they are in school to do. So we have two doctoral students. Shelby Swanson is in her third year. You'll see her out here in a little bit. And to open the concert, we welcome our first year PhD student, Diego Fuentes. So please welcome Diego and the New Horizons Concert Band.
Good evening. My name is Isaiah Crawford, and welcome to the New Horizons Jazz Band and Concert Band concert. Here we go. Good evening. I learned to play the euphonium because of my dad. When I was growing up, he always had this old brown box tucked away with this cool, shiny silver instrument he would pull out occasionally and play for us. It sounded really cool. I was in awe all the time. I was a tiny little child. This was awesome. He showed me recordings and let me mess around on it. Like, there's some really old recordings of me playing euphonium very badly, but it's okay. I was like 7, I don't know. So I joined 5th grade band asking to play the euphonium, which, no, if you're in 5th grade, you should not know what that is. So I shocked my band director a little bit. She still tells that story. And then I began my euphonium journey. This piece, By Lock and Mountain, portrays a snapshot of Scottish landscapes and dances that begins with a gorgeous euphonium solo. And I first got to play this piece my sophomore year of high school, and it meant a lot to us. We took it to contests. It was a really big deal when we played it. But unfortunately, the COVID lockdown took away our chance to perform it at a concert, so I never got a concert with this piece. And then my senior year, we chose it as our senior piece. We could all pick one piece to play again because it was awesome. So we chose this piece because we all loved it. And I was excited to play the euphonium solo on it in the concert. And the concert was in this very room, which is really cool. But I was unable to play it live because I had a family funeral I had to go to. So twice I was not able to play it live. Today, though, I will finally be able to perform By Lock and Mountain live almost 6 years later. And I'm honored to be able to work with this group and bring this piece to life. And most special of all, joining us today on the clarinet is my mom. You want to stand up, Mom? And performing the euphonium solo today is none other than my euphonium inspiration himself, my dad. Please enjoy By Lock and Mountain.
Somebody wants an A. This next piece, the composer has become a pretty good friend of mine from afar. Kathy is Ukrainian born, but she lives in Australia. I did a piece of hers a few years ago with our symphony band here on a concert, and I fell in love with it, and we ended up joining a consortium, which is a group of schools, ensembles, conductors, whoever, that go in together to pay to write a new piece. And we commissioned Planet B, which we performed of hers a few years ago. And then I found out she had another consortium going on this year, and she asked if we wanted to get involved, and I said, absolutely. So Friends for Life is about, written based on the fact that her daughter asked her about if she remembered her first pet. And in the program notes, it talks about, like, when her daughter asked her that, you know, it being, taking her back to that time. Her first pet was Hammy the hamster, and remembering how she felt when she lost her first pet. And that, you know, Hammy was her friend for life. And so that was the inspiration behind this piece. It's really beautiful. I actually just did this a few weeks ago with an honor band in Nebraska, and we really enjoyed it and had a great time with it. And they sound phenomenal. So if you would please welcome our second graduate music ed student, Shelby Swanson, to the stage for the Oklahoma premiere of Friends for Life.
Hi, hello. Thank you all so much for being here today. My name is Shelby Swanson. I apologize for missing my intro a second ago. We have really a wonderful group of people here, and I'd like to introduce Robert Westbrook as a member of our ensemble, has been for quite a while now. I'll let him share a little bit about what the ensemble likes to do for us. They're very wonderful.
Thank you. One of the most enjoyable things for me, aside from getting to play and make friends for life here, as that song said, one of the most enjoyable things for me is to watch the kids come in. Anybody below 50 is a kid to me now. So all these kids out here I get to watch come in and start as a little freshman or sophomore, and by the time they've grown up to be a junior or senior and going off out to the real world, it's really satisfying. And so for me, that's one of the pleasures of getting to come here and do this. So we just want to give a little token of appreciation for the hard work that they put in. So if you all would, while they're coming up, give them a round of applause, all the students. So as a token of appreciation, we took up a collection, and some of these envelopes actually have money in them. So we were able to find 3 presidents' pictures this year, so we want to thank you all. And I want to sweeten the deal real quick. Because I hear that some of the professors here really like this, so put it on, slide it under their door or something, you might get a little bit of credit.
I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with the Dr. Christopher Baumgartner. He's kind of obsessed with these little Hostess tree cakes, so we may not actually get to eat any of these.
Yeah, eat them quick. Thank you all for all your hard work. Merry Christmas. Dr. Green will find these, I'm sure, somewhere.
And our final tune is conducted by our very own Candace Neal. So we forgot to do something earlier. Hal and the jazz band folks wanted to say thank you for everything this year. So this is from the jazz band. And I think we're, oh, yep, time for us to leave.